Close your eyes, dear listener, and let the gentle currents of imagination carry you back, far back, beyond the well-trodden paths of history, to an age when the veil between our world and others was whispered to be gossamer thin. It was a time, legends say, when a man named Enoch, a name that echoes with ancient reverence, did not just walk upon the earth, but walked with God, and was shown wonders that shimmer just beyond our everyday sight. Tonight, we seek not the stark letter of history, but the luminous spirit of legend, as we explore the whispers of the forbidden books of Enoch. Journeys beyond the veil. Imagine this man, Enoch, living in the dawn of humanity, the seventh patriarch from Adam, as some traditions recall. He was not like others. The ancient scriptures say he walked with God, and then, quite simply, he was no more, for God took him. What does it mean to be taken? Did he vanish into the heavens, leaving behind a legacy of secrets? And what of the stories, the visions he supposedly left behind? For centuries, these tales, collected into what we call the Book of Enoch, were like embers glowing in the dark, carefully tended in distant lands, such as the ancient heart of Ethiopia, where the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church holds it as canonical. From these hidden sanctuaries, the texts journeyed, carried by curious hands like those of the Scottish explorer James Bruce in the late 18th century, back into the candlelight of wider awareness. Its exclusion from many other sacred collections only seemed to deepen its allure, hinting at secrets too profound or perhaps too unsettling for the everyday world. This very forbidden quality, this sense of knowledge lost and then refound, speaks to a deep chord within us, a fascination with what lies hidden, with doors that are closed. Could it be that these texts held something too potent, too transformative for common understanding, thus earning their place in the shadows of accepted law? And what did Enoch see when the veil was drawn back for him? The legends speak of journeys that defy our earthly senses, a sense into realms beyond our wildest dreams. He was, as one account describes, summoned by clouds and mists and carried upwards by winds. In another, perhaps from a different strand of the tradition, two huge men appeared to me, the like of which I had never seen on earth. Their faces were like the shining sun. Their eyes were like burning lamps. From their mouths, fire was coming forth. These celestial guides, it is said, lifted him into the very architecture of the cosmos. Imagine, if you will, ascending through layers of existence, each more wondrous and terrifying than the last. The Book of the Watchers, a primary section of Enoch, describes heavens built from impossible things, a wall made of hailstones surrounded by tongues of fire, leading to a magnificent house itself made of hailstones, its ceiling like shooting stars and lightning, with a fiery cherubim visible. It was a place as hot as fire and as cold as snow, where such extremes coexist in a terrible, radiant beauty, a landscape utterly alien and inhospitable to mortal life. Here, in these realms beyond our imagining, he saw angels who govern the stars, the storehouses of snow and hail, and even, in one chilling vision from what scholars call the second Book of Enoch, a place of cruel darkness in the second heaven where imprisoned angels hung, awaiting judgment. It was a journey into the very fabric of creation, a glimpse into the light without measure, an experience so overwhelming that Enoch tells of falling upon his face in fear and wonder. Such visions were not mere sightseeing, they were profound encounters with the numinous, the wholly other that left the seer irrevocably changed. But Enoch's visions were not only of celestial glories, they also unveiled a profound tragedy, a story of beings of light who fell into shadow. These were the Watchers, a legion of angels, some say 200 in number, sent from the heavens above, their task perhaps to observe, to guide humanity from afar. Yet, as the ancient tales tell, they looked down upon the daughters of men, saw their beauty, and a forbidden desire bloomed in their celestial hearts. Led by an angel named Semjaza, they swore an oath, a pact of rebellion, and descended upon the earth, some legends pinpointing the slopes of Mount Hermon as their place of arrival. And with them, they brought gifts. Or were they curses? Azazel, another prominent figure among them, is said to have taught humanity the secrets of metal, how to forge swords and shields, but also the art of adornment, of beautifying of the eyelids, and the crafting of ornaments from costly stones. Semjaza taught enchantments and root cuttings, while others revealed the mysteries of astrology, the patterns of the clouds, meteorology, the signs of the sun, and the course of the moon. Knowledge once guarded in heaven now flowed freely on earth. Was this knowledge inherently evil, or was the transgression in its premature delivery a disruption of a divine plan for humanity's gradual discovery? This ambiguity makes their tale echo with a certain tragic grandeur, not unlike the ancient Greek myths of Prometheus, who gifted fire to mortals and suffered for it. These watchers, too, brought illumination, but it cast long, dark shadows. And what of the children born from these unions between heaven and earth? The legends call them the Nephilim, a name that thunders with might and dread. They were giants, towering figures of immense strength and, it is said, insatiable appetite. The Book of Enoch paints a terrifying picture. These colossal beings consumed all the earth could offer, and then, in their rapacious hunger, they began to devour humans, animals, even one another. The world groaned under their violent tread. The earth itself cried out under the weight of their corruption. Imagine a world stalked by such beings, where divine order had fractured, and humanity was caught in the crossfire. They were the living embodiment of cosmic imbalance, the result of boundaries unnaturally crossed. And even after their physical forms were destroyed in a great cataclysm, some whispers in the Enochian texts suggest their spirits lingered. The spirits of the giants shall be called evil spirits upon the earth. A chilling echo of their tumultuous reign, perhaps a source for countless tales of restless, malevolent entities that have haunted human folklore ever since, giving a tangible, almost ancestral origin to unseen forces. The shadows of the Watchers and the Nephilim fall long across these ancient legends, a testament to forbidden unions and knowledge too eagerly grasped. But their story, as unsettling as it is not the only enigma that unfurls from the scrolls of Enoch. What if these texts also hold coded whispers about humanity's ultimate destiny of a celestial champion known as the Son of Man? Or, as some modern mystics and unconventional thinkers now wonder, do these tales of sky beings and advanced knowledge echo with even older, stranger truths, perhaps of visitors not from heavenly realms, but from distant stars? The veil of mystery, dear listener, only seems to grow thinner, more translucent, the deeper we gaze. Within the Book of Parables, another section of Enoch's vast tapestry of visions, a figure of immense light and power emerges, the Son of Man. This chosen one, this righteous one, is destined to judge the wicked and usher in an age of peace. But who is he? The texts themselves are tantalizingly elusive. In a breathtaking revelation, an angel declares to Enoch, "You are that Son of Man who was born for righteousness." Was Enoch himself this prophesied being, transformed and glorified, a human elevated to a cosmic role? Or was he shown a vision of another? The mystery, like a sacred scent, lingers, inviting contemplation on the heights to which a human soul might ascend. And this enduring enigma, this sense of beings and knowledge descending from above, has found new echoes in our own time. Some look at these ancient accounts of watchers, their advanced teachings of metallurgy and astronomy, their progeny the Nephilim, and Enoch's fiery ascents to the heavens, and they wonder, could these be faded memories of encounters not with angels, but with visitors from other worlds, ancient astronauts who shaped early human history? It's a thought that stretches the imagination, a modern myth layered upon an ancient one, where angels become extraterrestrials and divine knowledge becomes advanced technology. Yet it speaks to that same deep human yearning to understand our origins and our place among the stars, showing how these ancient narratives continue to inspire and adapt. And so, the Book of Enoch, with its celestial journeys, its fallen angels, its giant broods, and its whispers of cosmic destinies, remains a testament to a time when the veil between worlds felt tantalizingly thin. Though often relegated to the shadows of accepted scripture, its echoes have reverberated through centuries of mystical thought. Its themes deeply influenced Jewish esoteric traditions, such as Merkaba mysticism, which focused on divine chariot visions and ascents to heavenly palaces, drawing from Enoch's detailed descriptions of God's throne. Early Christian writers too, like Tertullian and Clement of Alexandria, engaged with its ideas, sometimes quoting it as prophecy or finding in it explanations for the origin of demons and certain human arts. This persistent influence, even from outside the bounds of canon, speaks volumes about the compelling power of its stories. Its tendrils even reach into the hidden streams of Western magical traditions, where the lore of angels and secret knowledge has long been a source of fascination. Why does it still call to us from across the millennia? Perhaps it is the allure of forbidden knowledge, the awe of celestial encounters, or the unsettling suggestion that our history is far stranger and more wondrous than we are commonly told. Or perhaps it is simply that in these ancient mystical tales we hear a resonance of our own deepest questions about who we are, where we came from, and what lies beyond the familiar stars. The Book of Enoch serves as a mirror, reflecting our timeless human desire to connect with the transcendent, to understand our origins, and to peer, however briefly, beyond the veil of ordinary reality. As the night deepens and the world outside grows quiet, the legends of Enoch invite us not to find definitive answers, but to embrace the beauty of the enigma, to wonder at the vastness of the unknown, and to remember that sometimes the most profound journeys are those taken in the quiet realms of imagination as we drift towards sleep.